Hey, what's going on, Mr. Shannon Robinson? And quick video. I think this is going to be a part of my transparency series. You know, I started a post talking about how I got hit with a bag of bricks, over the weekend, and just some powerful information that really just kind of, made some sense, some new sense into my life. And I just couldn't hold back from wanting to share it with you because, I know that's what we're doing. We share a lot of value, we share a lot of information, and it's all about relationship building. And I truly think this is going to help you not only in life, but also in your business as well. And the experience I had was, we had a visiting evangelical minister from, he travels, him and his wife travel worldwide, inspiring lives and showing them, the power of God and, all that. And he had talked about mismanaging your position and promotion. So he talked about, being promoted in life, meaning, moving up in life and moving through life, and how it can be hindered by, the position that you're at and how you mismanage it. So, it just, really makes sense. And he talked about how, in life, you move through life in levels. So there's levels in life that you move through. And each level that you move through, you experience those levels in seasons. So, and then I said, let that marinate for a while. So you really think about it. I mean, you experience life in different seasons. I mean, think about the different seasons that you go through where things are great. And then you go through a season where things are bad. And then you go through a season where things are uncertain. And then you go through a season where things are, clear. So you're experiencing life in seasons, and how you get through those seasons will determine how you're moving up the levels, how you're moving up the ranks. And like I said, it was real powerful because it gave an analogy of riding a bike. He said when you teach your child to ride a bike, they normally start off on training wheels. So they ride their bike on training wheels, and then they promote it from a bike with training wheels to a bike without training wheels, and then from that bike to maybe a dirt bike, or maybe to a 10-speed, or maybe to a 12. Well, I don't know. 10-speed is there's a 7-speed, and then a 10-speed, and then a moped or a motorcycle. Ultimately a motorcycle. But the principle of all these different bikes are the same. The principle of riding a bike isn't about the training wheels. The principle isn't just riding the bike. The principle is balance and speed. That's the principle that is the same throughout all of these different bikes. Because when your child is riding them on training wheels, the training wheels keeps the balance of the bike, right? The speed is a little, isn't really moderated because he can pedal as fast as he can, but it's all about the balance. Once you take the training wheels off, the way you keep the balance is by the moderation of your speed. You keep the balance. If you go slow, you're going to topple over. So you gotta add speed to it. And the way you learn is by crashing. Because when you crash, you know what not to do the next time you get back on a bike because it hurts. You don't want to crash again. No matter if you have the helmet and elbow pads, crashing hurts. My son crashed. It doesn't feel good. I'm watching him and I know he has to crash, and I'm like, I try to save him here and there, but he's got to crash because now he knows, okay, I'm not going to try to hit the corner that fast. I'm not going to turn the bike like that. So that's how you learn. Now, the important thing is that learning at this stage is safe. Learning at this stage is minimal damage. Why? Because, you fall off a bike, scratch, bruise, hurt, you might cry a little bit, you're okay. Falling on a 10-speed, it's a little higher fall, it might hurt a little more, but you're okay. But falling at the speed of 80 miles an hour on a motorcycle going down the highway is instant cheese grade, if not death. You know what I mean? So riding a motorcycle is much more dangerous. So if you're promoted too soon, you could eventually kill yourself. Think about, all the different entertainers in the industry right now. Too much money too fast, drugs, alcohol, too much money too fast, power. It overwhelms them, and these young lives are overtaken by what comes along with it. They don't keep that in mind. They're not ready for, the responsibility that comes along with this power and with these promotions. So you mismanage yourself when you don't fully own where you are and truly take advantage of it and build. So, that pertains to like everyone's lives. That pertains to your business too. don't try to, in our industry, I don't know if you're aware of the 90-10 rule. And this is where the bricks just was like, kapow. The 90-10 rule is 90% of all your marketing all your marketing efforts are going to fail. 90% of all your marketing efforts are going to fail. 10% of your efforts are going to be successful. Okay? 10%, now 10% is huge. In our industry, only 1 to 3% are your top earners. Okay? 1 to 3%. 3% are probably your 5 and 6 range, 5 to 6 earners, 5 to 6 figure earners, and the 1% are going to be like your 7 to 8 figure earners. Okay, so 10% is pretty big in there, but that's your success margin. But the fail margin, 97 to 99% of people that are in this industry don't make it because of mismanaging their position. They don't know what they're doing. They don't have the right tools. They don't have the right support. They're just completely fish out of water. So that 90-10 rule makes so much sense because if you are diligent and you continue to push forward and you continue to really own where you are, grow where you are, learn what you need to learn to move forward, then you're okay. That you're in the right place at the right time, you're where you should be, and you're moving calculated steps as you should be. You're not trying to fast forward and get to where you need to be sooner than you're supposed to be there. You have a vision, and when you're given a vision, I don't know what you believe, but what I believe is that our visions are heavenly. Those are gifts. We're given those visions. And the visions are beyond our own abilities. Whenever you think about a dream or you think about your vision of success, it's beyond where you are, and it's usually beyond your measures. But as you pursue that vision, as you pursue, going forward, all the tools and everything that you need to achieve those visions will start to come into place, from the relationships that you build, the people that you meet, the videos that you watch, and the people that's on the other side giving you that information to help you get to where you need to go. So with that quick lesson, Mr. Shannon Robinson, I hope that means something or makes some type of shift in your life and builds your life to another level, or helps you get through a season in business, in life, and definitely in health. Mr. Shannon Robinson, I'll see you soon.